Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I was going to start the main scenario quest for 6.5, but I forgot I haven't finished even the raid thing, so I'm gonna finish the raid thing first. And might start depending on how long this takes Toasty, depending on when Toasty gets home pretty much. I might cut this short or what, we'll see. But yeah. 6.5 I think I'll put it in another video. I'll start a different video. Sigh, what to say in such a moment? Best to speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back. And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffices to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Derek, or should we call you Oscon? No longer have Oscon's power, Derek will do. I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star, and will live out my days as a man. May I ask what happened? No sooner than 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. At the very last, I couldn't bear it, couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps. And the little fellow's fervent call halted them. I was overwhelmed by the keenness longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing me torn, my brethren bade me follow my heart. I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that one day the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come. But I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let us head back to the Omphalos, shall we? So I'm curious to see how long, whoops, these quests are after the raid. Well, we must return to Charlian. The Horn will be expecting a report. Yet, if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12. Aye, in penning our report, we would well to consult the forum on what details are safe to disclose. Much pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Worry not on my account. Inspired by your findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. The people's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across eras and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects to the 12. Reception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Charlian. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. Our scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Before I came to you, I simply roamed the world. I had no objective, nothing I wished to find. With the second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. But ere I set out, I will remove my brethren's hopes elsewhere to a place in men's midst. Oh, what a wonderful idea. If you don't mind, should like to accompany you. By all means, we make for the Sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud. East Shroud, huh? No matter how many times I visit the Sanctum, His Majesty never fails to move me. In the rich history, originally built during the dawn of the 5th Astral Era, it was reclaimed by the wood before being restored in the wake of the Calamity. Surely it stands as a testament to the influence that magical civilizations and city-states have had upon Eorzean culture. Sanctum harbors the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you are not averse, I would speak a little of my brethren, that is, those individuals whose essence let them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? Excellent. I think that's a good picture. I think I got it before they went in. Bayergot was a man with the gift for creating inanimate objects, such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault, you see, and he took it upon himself to ensure the work was done. Rauger was a brawny man whom Vanat encountered on her travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling towards the star. It is fair to say this event gave rise to the legends surrounding the destroyer. Azima was a woman who served as a judicial officer in the Bureau, the administrator, an experience which served her well as the warden. She was an ardent proponent of the seat of Azim and dreamed of training under Vanat and her successor. Is that me? I forget. Naldthal was a close personal friend of mine, a merchant by trade. He was outwardly gregarious, but also possessed a reserved side and knew quiet joy in his passion for ore. When men began treating him as a dual-aspected god, it reminded me of the person he used to be, and I couldn't help but be struck with the pang of nostalgia. Nofika was a landscape architect of great repute who grew plants gathered from the star over. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden ever bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Althic was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. Although it was at his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause and always took the initiative in discussion. Alone was the formidable warrior tasked with hunting creations that were deemed detrimental to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Pashtarot, preserver of discipline and order. Minfina was the youngest among us, a student affiliated with the words of La Habrea at the Academia Anadir, whatever. I forget if she's the loved one. Even within that prestigious institution, she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic to isolate and seal Zodiark. Thaliak was the headmaster of the Academia Anadir, a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution's myriad faculties. No known phenomenon existed in which he wasn't versed. Words do not do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nemea was an observer in Elpis, like her older brother Althic. She possessed a caring, inquisitive nature and was liked and trusted by her peers. Lil Limlane, or whatever, was a researcher of Metabasios Balassi, a facility for the observation and evaluation of sea life. So passionate was she about her work, she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subject. Oskan was a traveler whom Vanat encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. I think that's Derek, right? Yeah. Leaving my hopes as the wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew as simply a man named Derek. And last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist at Anamnesis and Anadir, and respected Vanat deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. Indeed, among our number, none was more devoted to Vanat, and that devotion made him best suited to his duty and the solitude that accompanies it. That is all. 'Tis a lot to remember, but I should be glad if they remain with you in some way. We're grateful that you should share with us these new aspects of Hydaelyn and the 12. Thank you. Well, 'tis past time we headed back to Sharlayan. It wouldn't do to keep Ojiko waiting. I assume you'll be traveling via Limsa Laminza, in which case allow us to see you off from there. Till now I have wandered alone, but as I recently learned, a journey is better shared. And now go to Limsa. Oh, it's just down here. Our friends are presently booking their passage. That's where you were. There's room aboard the next ship, so we'll be setting sail shortly. Oh, Derek, no sooner do we arrive in a crowded place than you up and disappear. That's just a force of habit in order to avoid people. But I needn't do so anymore, do I? On the contrary, I should embrace the chance to connect with other souls. As your comrades, we completely agree. And remember, you're always welcome to the Baldesion Annex, so be sure to pay us a visit. You may depend on it. Thank you, Derek, for giving us your trust. And thank you as well, Chiefs. Had you not been with us, we would have struggled to grant the 12 their wish. Well, we had best find our vessel while the report remains to be compiled. I believe we can officially declare our investigation complete. Till next we meet, my friends. Do you still have time, Chiefs? Ere I embark on my journey, there is a place nearby I would like to visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Thank you. Come. We shall head outside the city via the Tempest Gate. Tempest Gate. No, there. I'm just gonna travel here. No song, sad. Here, the wind ships in from the sea like a storm, but I've always found the sensation quite invigorating. Lest you wonder, I intend to strike west and then to make my way through Upper and Outer Lenosa. In order to mark my new beginning as a man en route, I wish to see Oscon's embrace with you. You need only accompany me across the bridge. From there, I shall continue on my own. I have no idea where he wants to go. Such a great wave that was that ripped the gods' grip from the mainland. In the wake of the calamity, my brethren and I were all occupied with our respective duties. This is my very first time seeing the bridge. Shall we then? At the oh god. I had to follow his lead. Why is this part of it? I don't want to walk. Is this it? I hope. The bridge's completion. Is it not done? It's a fine bridge, boasting splendid views and brimming with life. The very image of man's determination to overcome Edinburgh City. I'm honored that it should be named Oscon. That was it. Well, this is as far as I asked you to come. But you are willing, might we converse a little more? It occurs to me I hadn't asked you about your opinion of the 12. How would you personally perceive us, for instance, or what you felt when you faced us? Your words from the heart I would take with me as a memento. Do you not even get to decide? You just talk. Is that so? The others will be glad to hear that. Thank you for humoring me, Chiefs, and apologies for keeping you so long. I am ready to set forth now to witness a world filled with our blessing. It doesn't say there's no that they changed it so it would look like that. I think so. 7 p.m. To begin with, I shall tour Lenosa and visit those locales, locale, whatever, which are named after the 12. After which I shall go wherever the wind blows. Together with this fellow, of course, until such time as he tires of my company. This time I shall embrace the joy of meeting and accept the sorrow of parting. When the time comes for me to return to the star, I shall share my experiences with my brethren. Needless to say, your words will feature prominently in my recounting. You'll continue your own journeys, will you not? Then I shall look for you out there. Fare you well, my friend, and may the 12 bless you and keep you. Bye, little monkey. There it is, Myths. I can talk of the realm. And am I back? Framer's kit. Orchestration roll. Completing the quest, soaring profits. The paintings of certain deities among the 12 become available for purchase. For Eorzea, for Aetheris. Gotta get rid of some stuff. Anyway, that's it for Mists of the Realm. I'm probably going to start 6.5 in a sec, but it'll be a separate video. So thank you to whoever may be watching. Forget how to look at the camera. It's been a minute. Have a good day and or night. And penis.